Good morning, traders. How are you guys doing today? It is hump day. Michael Farley in the house. Good morning to you as well. I told you guys, I absolutely told you guys the strategy that works. If you would have added to Hunt all day yesterday, you guys would be sitting pretty right now. Every time that thing dropped, add. Boom! Hunt is killing it, although it's in a T12 right now, so probably not going to open up too happy if you're still in that one. But traders, we got a good day ahead of us today. A lot of sympathy out there this morning. Jonathan Warrior, hello. Good to see you in here as well. And guys, we are just keeping up with the consistency, doing the same thing every day. So excited for more opportunity today to be killing it, guys. Get traders. What happened yesterday with Hunt? This thing is unreal. Like $1 to 100, 103. And now we're starting to see a little sympathy. Hunt is in the shipping sector. And because of that, a lot of the shippers are moving right now. Looking at the gap up watch list, we see GLBS as our leading gapper there on the gap up watch list. A lot of these stocks this morning. And Brad, yeah, I just thought of you just a second ago. I knew you were leaving shortly. Yes, bring the computer, Brad. You got to bring it. That's going to be awesome, Brad. Excited for you. Jonathan, you watched a trader lose $26,000 on Hunt. Yeah, that one was pretty wild. Absolutely wild. So, as you know me, as you know my edge and what I'm trading, of course I'm not going to be trading all this volatile stuff out here, traders. I mean, I'm sticking to my pocket pair of aces and what's been working for me. Are there opportunities on Hunt, on GLBS, on some of these other plays this morning? Yeah, there's going to be a lot of opportunity. I'm sticking with the easy stuff, though, and what's been working for me. All right, we'll go over everything because I know some of you want to trade some, we all trade, a little different, all have our edges, so we'll go over everything, make sure you guys are well prepared this morning. All right, RBZ. RBZ is probably the biggest sympathy play this morning, sitting at about $16. This one is, guys, just with BPTH, you remember the sympathy play towards that? It was SEEL. Was that very long-lived? Absolutely not. Traders, I promise you, I'm not saying this 100%. I'm just telling you, when what happened to Hunt happened yesterday, and then that ends up going into a T12, do you think people on the long side are going to be buying RBZ thinking that this could possibly go into a T12? Probably not. Probably not. So I don't think it's going to sustain itself like Hunt did. Shorts are a little bit more scared, I'm sure, because being in a short on a T12 is not very fun. If that thing is halted for a month, you're paying overnight borrows for a whole month. All right, that's not fun. That is certainly not fun. You could blow up your account literally not trading. Not the funnest thing in the world. So I don't think this is going to sustain itself, but I'm not going to trade it. I think this is an avoid for me, for you, for most people. So RBZ, I'm going to be avoiding that one, but we'll bring out the popcorn on it and be checking that one out. All right, what are the other sympathy plays towards Hunt? All the shippers essentially, guys. GLBS, that one was gapping up this morning. CTRM, that one is already starting to get a little heavy on it. Looking at the past chart history there, it's just a pump and dump. CTRM is just another shipper. That one getting a little heavy right now into the VWAP, sitting strong. Oh my God, Ramos. I read those first three words, man. You scared me. It's paper trading. Okay. CPAH, that was... Yeah, Jonathan. CPAH, he brought that one up. That one, I'm thinking, could be the pump of the day on the penny stock side. Some of these chat rooms out there, they're not going to be trading a $16 stock because all their sheep can't afford that price of stock, So they're going to go pump up you know, some of these lower float stocks like CPAH. I think that one could be the pump of the day. You know, it is a little overextended right now, but CPH has a past chart history like no other. We'll pull up the past chart history here. There's CPH for you. Yeah, that one gets pretty pumpy and dumpy. $4, $4.50. Yeah, so I can imagine this one getting pumped. CPAH, not a worry in the world there. Am I going to be trading it? Probably not. But I'm pretty successful at calling these pumps though. Because RBZ, guys, RBZ looked fairly similar. CPH, I mean, very light volume, gapping up a little bit, and then just started getting that attention, the volume on it there on RBZ. So yeah, that's gonna be the pump candidate in my opinion, CPAH. Let's get to some of my favorite plays, but before we do that, there's a few more gapping up I want you guys to be aware about. That is AXSM. AXSM is probably one of the only stocks this morning that actually came out with a PR. It's not just necessarily all sympathy. They received FDA breakthrough therapy designation for major depressive disorder drug. This gets a lot of people excited, right? Because we're living in a day and age where everybody's depressed. They want these depressive drugs. Breakthrough therapy designation. This one also, SSR is turned on, short sale restriction. Means they can only short on the pops. This one's most likely going to have some nice moves today. Nice opportunities both on long and short side. Jonathan, GLBS under 410 resistance. Yeah, GLBS is sitting pretty heavy right now. GLBS is really just kind of, they're all sympathy. GLBS, RBZ, you know, watch these two. They're in sympathy to Hunt. The T12, my goodness, guys. If anybody held Hunt overnight, you know, I do feel sorry for him. I really do. That is not a fun place to be at all. Because everyone knows this thing's coming back down, you know. Not a fun place to be. Okay, now let's get to some of my favorite plays this morning, guys. We're wrapping up today very quick. So the guys rolling out of bed at 9:20, 9:25, they're going to be sad because we might end today a little bit early. Let's get to some of my favorite plays. All right, LTRX. Let's go over LTRX. I have shorts here. LTRX, this one, same thing every day, guys. I mean, there's no magic to it. There's absolutely no magic to it. This one, taking a look at the past chart history, came right up. Look what it hit, 334, the 200-day moving average. Going to be resistance. We see a little upper shadow hit that. A lot of volume in this stock relative to its average trading day, and so I do see this one having some pullback today. Light on volume, that's my only concern. Very light on volume. We'll be risking over the previous close yesterday on LTRX. All right, let's go to the next one. This one is a little lighter on volume too. It's a higher flow. ANFI. I like this one though. I do like this one. ANFI would be risking off over yesterday's high, kind of 185. Sitting at 175 right now, but pulling up the daily chart on it, this one's up from 30 cents. Up from 30 cents all the way up to about 180 right now. It's got a really solid resistance up here, guys. A lot of tough resistance, especially at how overextended it is. This one is a higher float. Let me try to see if I can pull up the float here. Yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, about 40 million. Not bad at all. So ANFI. This one, I'm going to be most likely trading this one, see if it can pull back a little bit. It's up a lot, guys. 30 cents up to $1.75. Got really tough resistance up here as well. It's tried to tap it a few times. It has not been successful. So ANFI, LTRX. Going to be watching both of those this morning. Jonathan, LFIN equals HUNT. Yeah, LFIN. That one was wild as well, guys. This has been really a crazy month. Very crazy month. I mean, we started with BPTH. We're ending on the hunt. And traders, we just have to understand how sympathy works. All right? Just because HUNT did what it did, I mean, yeah, everyone's looking for the next one, but it's not going to have the same effect. Kevin, you heard, SG, you heard I made $75,000 on Hunt yesterday. Yeah, I made a little pocket change on it yesterday. No, I did not. SG, who did you hear that from? I did not trade it. I did not trade Hunt. Not at all. I watched it. It's like watching a movie, you know. A lot of people don't understand that. How can you stare at candlesticks all day? I would rather guys, I fall asleep watching movies. I really do. It may be because I worked in that industry. I just know I'm not even paying attention to the movie. I'm paying attention to the lighting, to the sound effects, to the Foley, to the ADR, like all the stuff that makes a movie. I'm paying attention to, and so I can't focus on the movie. But it's kind of similar. It relates to stocks. I'm focusing on trying to focus on everything that most people aren't focusing on. So yeah. Yeah, we'll go to the movie theater. And I'll fall asleep in the movies. It's ridiculous. I'll just go for the popcorn. Ramos, cinematographer 2 by trade. Awesome. That is awesome. Where are you from? And traders, you know, in my experience over the last few years, who I've seen that has been really, you know, successful at trading, this is not concrete. You know, I've just kind of noticed this. It's a lot of traders that have small businesses end up becoming successful at it. They just understand like the work, all the hard work that goes into it. It's not like, okay, I just do my thing, drawing a paycheck. You know, it's like I got to work really hard at this every single day to grow my business. I've seen it. A lot of small business owners are successful. Florida, awesome. Florida's the best, man. Love Florida. But traders, let's recap. Let's narrow down that list a little bit. I'll tell you kind of the favorite ones I'm looking at. Then we will go from there. All right, so our leading gapper is what? Going to be RBZ. RBZ is our leading gapper. And then, you know, of course, all sympathy to the shippers, GLBS, CTRM. CTRM, we'll keep that one on watch as well this morning. AXSM, that one is, there's opportunity there on the long side today. SSR's turned on. Good PR on it. My two favorite that I'm going to be watching are just kind of the overextended, overbought trades that are coming up to resistance. LTRX, ANFI, going to be looking at those on the short side. I want to see how they're going to open up. Very light on volume. I may not even take a trade today. We'll see. We will see. Yesterday, man, there was a great short on what? ALDX. ALDX, man, that one was a nice fader. ALDX there. So great job anyone who took advantage of that. And then, of course, guys, DCAR. That's been the sympathy play towards, you know, the IPOs coming out on Lyft and Uber. And whoever, I mean, that had a nice trend to it, guys. It really did. DCAR yesterday had a nice trend to it. But did you guys see my video yesterday when I was in my trade? Huge bid came up. Huge bid order on the level 2 came up. Didn't even pay attention to it. It just went away immediately. And that thing started selling on off. It's just what happens, guys. It's all smoke and mirrors. Wouldn't pay too much attention to it. But the nice trend as well. DCR, guys trading off this trend, ends up cracking it very hard overnight. That's why, you know, I'm not overnighting. I am not overnighting anytime soon. I like to put my head on my pillow at night and be able to go to sleep. If I'm overnighting something with this kind of risk to it, they can just come out with a PR. They can come out with an offering. I mean, anything can happen overnight. At least intraday, my finger's always on the trigger. That would be miserable, guys. I wouldn't be able to go to sleep. I already have a hard enough time going to sleep. I don't need to amplify that. I do not need to amplify that. When I go to sleep, guys, I like for there, especially when I go on vacation, I like for there to be a mint on my pillow. I like little stuffed animals made on my bed. I like it to be nice and peaceful and relaxing. I don't want to feel like I'm going to bed on a bed of nails. All right, traders, we're going to end a little early today. That's going to be the watch list. Maybe this will inspire some of the guys who roll out of bed here at 9:25 to get in a little bit early. If you guys want to know how I find these stocks every day, that's through the scanners, of course. You guys get 30% off. Go ahead and email me if you have any questions about them. I would be happy to help you guys set all that up. And if you guys are interested in trading with me intraday, there's a few of us that are doing that, and it's invite only. Email me as well. Get to know you a little bit in your trading style. If you're interested in that, it's by invite only. We do not market or advertise that. Keep it small, keep it consistent, keep the best in there, that sort of deal. All right, traders, any questions at all before we wrap up the trading day? Yeah, today, I mean, honestly, like all RBZ got all the attention. DCAR is trying to form what looks like inverse head and shoulders, but sitting pretty heavy on the VWAP. Jonathan, thoughts on CTRM? Honestly, Jonathan, I think it's all sympathy, and it's not really gonna sustain itself. That's my humble and honest opinion. I mean, we saw it at the beginning of the months with BPTH and SEEL. It was all sympathy, and you just understand who's in the stock. Who's in the stock? Are there a lot of shorts in CTRM? Probably not. Probably not, because they saw Hunt yesterday, and there tons of people lost a lot of money on the short side if they didn't know what they were doing, So because of that, I don't think shorts are going to be as early on CTRM. We're already seeing it pretty heavy right now, and that's probably just longs getting exhausted. Probably some longs getting exhausted on it. I think shorts are going to be waiting more for the backside of CTRM rather than trying to predict an early entry on it. So when it's only longs in the stock, that means it's going to fade very quickly. They're going to get exhausted. They're going to sell out. Shorts are going to take over. It's going to have a different effect than HUNT had on it. It's the ones that are unexpected that do well. And then the sympathy comes in, and there's, the early bird gets the worm on the sympathy. And then if you're a little late, it's not going to be good. That's my opinion on it. I don't think it's going to, I really don't think it's going to do anywhere near what Hunt did yesterday. All right, traders. That's going to wrap up the day. All right, guys. We will see you all tomorrow. Trade safe today. Please don't get caught up by, top ticking one of these sympathy plays. All right, traders. Email me if you have any questions at all, guys. We will see you all first thing, guys, tomorrow morning.